Everybody, it's the kids from the neighborhood. Your boy Bryce, my boy Kam. I Needed Sports Podcast, man. Episode 3. We back in action. Previously, we brought y'all the best of the AFC, the best of the NFC. Now we got the best skill positions across the NFL for the upcoming season, man. We're gonna start it off with QBs. Got to start there. The leaders of the team, and we're gonna actually go from 10 to 1. So we're gonna start off with our what we think is a 10 best player. Gonna chop it up about each one, man. Let's get into it. I'm excited. Another episode in the works, man.
So it's gonna be very exciting, man. These QBs, these running backs.
I'm interested to see what you gotta say. I don't know. I don't know what you about to say.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. My number 10 pick probably gonna be like, what? What is he talking about? But hey.
Let's see. My QB list is kind of wild. So I mean,
okay. All right. So look, you want to like announce them at the same time, like 3, 2, 1. You want to do it that way?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, bet. So coming in 10th best QB for this upcoming 22-23 NFL season. 3, 2, 1. Jameis Winston.
Stafford.
Oh, you got Matthew Stafford at 10?
Yeah, I got Matthew Stafford at 10.
Super Bowl with it, man. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I had to bump. I had to bump him up. He on my list, but I bumped him up. You got him at 10. I gotta hear this. Why he at 10?
It's just the guys above him. I just feel like, I mean, Matthew Stafford is good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's great. You know, a Super Bowl winner. You got to respect that. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like the guys that's above him is going to be, he's going to just have a little bit better year. But I mean, you know, hey, we'll see.
Let me ask this. Did you include Deshaun Watson on your list?
No, I couldn't.
Okay, but I cut him off too. So okay. You got him as Stafford is 10. Damn. Okay. I mean, I know people probably like, the hell? He said Jameis Winston? The interception machine, Jameis Winston? Yes, I said Jameis Winston. Man, like I said on the last episode, man, I think my boy was off to a good start. He ain't really have much last year with the way New Orleans was, with the injuries of Michael Thomas. Kamara was out. And then, you know, unfortunately, he tore his ACL. But they said Thomas on the PUP list start off, but he should be ready by the season start. Got Olave back. Kamara healthy. Like, I think Jameis really finna ball out this year. Like I said last episode, I think they taking the NFC South.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I get it. It's Tom Brady because I just peeped the Madden ratings earlier today. The Bucs, the number 1 rated team in Madden. I'm like, Tom Brady came back, but they also lost some pieces. The offense, they're not finna have Godwin anytime soon, but hey, more power to him. But I think Jameis Winston for the 22-23 season, I think he has a pretty good season. If they win the NFC South, I feel like he's gonna have to be a top 10 QB for that to happen. That's what I'm calling. So that's why he's my number 10.
All right, man. We're gonna see, man. I mean, I respected that 10. I respected that 10. Like, for real talk, because that takes a lot of nuts to put James Winston at 10.
No, we finna clip this. This gonna be the take right here. Episode 3. Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay. On to number 9. And I got a QB who wears number 9 at number 9, man. So
my number 9 is kind of you're gonna be like, what? But he kind of low for, you know.
Okay.
Stature. But let's
3, 2, 1.
Russell
Joe
Wilson.
Burr.
Oh,
Joe Burr. You got Russell.
I got Russell. No, man.
Dang. Yeah, I got Joe Burrow, man. Like, I get it. He had a great season last season, but I mean, he got to prove it to me again this year. Like, to be considered, you know, a great talent, a great QB, they trying to put him in the top 5 already. I feel like I see all over the sports shows. Like, no, now he got to repeat what he did, because that's the hardest thing, is to repeat success in the NFL. So I'm not saying he won't. He could definitely prove me wrong because he probably got arguably the best wide receiving corps in the whole league with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But prove it to me again that you really that guy, Joe Shiesty. Like, I got to see it again.
For sure. I respect that at him at 9. Man, Russell Wilson, what I gotta say?
Sierra not gonna like this.
She definitely ain't gonna like this, but I mean, he gotta prove it to me that he's still that Russell Wilson from what, like 2 years ago, when I think it's 2020. He had like an outstanding year, but it just seems like every year with Russell Wilson, he starts off so well, but he just finishes so bad. And with this Denver Broncos team, I mean, yeah, the receiving core is great, defense is great, but I just need to see Russ come out, and it just feel like he's just declining. And I mean, he's still
getting older. He getting older.
Yeah, he getting older. But I mean, like, it's like, he's still a top 10 quarterback in my eyes. So I mean, like, at 9, I don't.
Yeah, it ain't nothing disrespectful. I feel it. He do got to bounce back from that finger injury he had last year.
For sure.
But I also feel like, I mean, Seattle did draft DK. I'll give him that. But other than that, I don't think they was really trying to support Russell and like,
no, not at all,
trying to put the pieces around him to win football games when it mattered the most. And that's why, they had that, Russell, take over mode, and then it kind of flames out at the end of the season because they just don't have enough at the end of the day. But I think with Denver got some solid pieces. I think people are kind of overhyping Denver a little bit, but I mean, I did have them second in the AFC West. So
you say that? I did say that's a tough division. That's a tough division.
It is. But I picked them because I think Russell Wilson is. I mean, he's not higher than my list on as a couple of AFC West QBs, but I still think if it come down to it in a clutch moment, besides Patrick Mahomes, I got to take Russell Wilson in that division. Herbert and Carr still got to prove it to me, but I can get behind him at 9 because I got him at 8. I got him at 8. So he was one above me, but I got Russell Wilson at 8. I don't know who your 8 is, but that's my number 8. So I feel what you say with Russ.
My 8, okay. Like I told you, these guys, they're gonna be surprised in the league, and they're gonna surprise the league, and he gonna come out and he gonna show why he's a top 10 quarterback. My 8 guy, surprising, Derek Carr. Hear me out, man. Hear me out. I'm telling you, with the weapons he has now, Hunter Renfrow, he's like one of the best route running receivers in the league, one of the best slot receivers in the league.
True. He got the best route runner. I think Devontae the best route runner.
Devontae Adams, he's another one of the best route runners. He got them 2 guys, and he got Darren Waller. Got a great group of running backs. Watch out for them Raiders, man. Watch out for Derek Carr. I'm telling you, he's gonna do some great things.
I started to bump Jameis off and put Derek Carr as my 10, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Plus, I just really feel like Jameis Winston is a hot take, but I feel like it's definitely potential there that nobody really seeing just yet. But I agree with Derek Carr. I get behind that. He do got arguably the number 1 receiver in the NFL and his best friend Devontae Adams. So that's definitely gonna open some things up. Darren Waller probably gonna be back healthy this year, hopefully. So that's 3 solid weapons with him, Waller, and Renfrow. So he definitely can put up numbers. I don't know if they did enough on the defensive side of the ball to still be, like Super Bowl contenders for real. Like, they got Chandler Jones. That's a nice little pickup across from Max Crosby. But as far as like the whole entire defense, if they not getting to the QB, I don't know if they can hold up on the back end. But Derek Carr is solid 8. He is solid 8. I think my 7. I mean, I don't know if it'll be questionable with you, but to NFL analysts today, if I said this, they would all, what? He's the best quarterback, the best young QB in the league. But my number 7, I got Justin Herbert. I got Herbert at 7. Yeah, I got Herbert at 7, man.
Wow.
Yes, man. He got all the talent in the world. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I mean, it depends on who you ask, but wins are a quarterback stat. Like, you can't say they not, but then Tom Brady is the GOAT because what? He wins football games. Mm-hmm. So if Justin Herbert can't win football games when it matters, and I know the coaching be terrible, the defense be off, even though they have talent there. Derwin James be struggling to stay healthy. So that's not a knock on that. But at the end of the day, a good quarterback gonna win you football games. And he just hasn't won the football games this year. Now this could be the year. But like I said, it's a prove it to me year. You gotta prove it to me because the AFC West got tougher and you wasn't able to make it last year. So I put him at 7. He could easily jump into the top 4 for me, depending on how this year go. But I got him at 7. So
all right. My 7. You say he gotta prove it to you. He gotta prove it to me too. So it's kind of a little low for me because I respect the guy, but Joe Burrow, man, Joe Burrow, I got him at 7. Like he said, he has to prove it again that he can do the same things that he did last year. I mean, and he has to also in the playoffs. He has to play way much better than what he did. People
talked about enough.
Yes, people. It's not talking about what he did in the playoffs. Like it wasn't really that great. I mean, he had like some special moments in the clutch, but other than that, I mean, he didn't really like.
He wasn't no superstar.
He
Josh Allen did more than him in 2 games.
Exactly.
And so I'm like, if Joe Burrow, the best young quarterback, and Josh Allen second, like, how do they both jump Mahomes for 1? But then, like, he can't be better than Josh Allen, even if Josh Allen put up way more numbers in 2 less games. Because Joe Burrow, they were a wild card team. So they literally played 4 games, including the Super Bowl. And he didn't even throw no touchdowns in the Super Bowl either. Joe Mixon threw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. So, like,
that's crazy ass stat.
Right? Like, I think his final tally was like 6 TDs and like 3 or 4 picks last year for the playoffs. Like, that was his final tally. Like, come on now. Like, okay, I get it. Cincinnati was a Cinderella team, but he gotta show me this year. But like I said, he got some of the best young wide receivers, but it's gonna be interesting because, as you know, you put that film on tape a year before, the next year people gonna play you different. So it ain't gonna be too many deep shots that defense is just letting Jamar Chase have one-on-one. They finna get some of them 2 deep safety looks, and they're gonna have to change something up. He can do it, but like you said, we gotta see it first. So yeah. Number 6, the guy, I think he gets way too much hate. And I don't know why. I mean, I know why he get too much hate. But it's just like, just because he's not a conventional QB, don't mean he not one of the better QBs. I mean, like, this dude is an NFL MVP. And the year he won NFL MVP, even though people call him a running back, he still was leading the league in accuracy and a bunch of other pass stats. Like, he can throw the ball when he wants to. Baltimore don't really help him out. I don't know what's wrong with them. But my number 6, I got my boy Lamar Jackson, man. Heisman winner, NFL MVP. Dude can do it all. Like, I think people forgot because last year he was injured. But I think he going to wake some people up this year again. Now, I'm not saying he finna lead them to Super Bowl because I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. But, you know, that's what people, they got to see from him for him to be considered a top QB. And I just know even if or when Lamar does reach that point, it's still going to be enough. Well, can he do it again? Like, it's never enough for some people.
Never enough. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, I got Lamar Jackson at 6, man. That guy is still a dog on that field, and he finna wake some people up again because I think some critics forgot who he was.
For sure, yeah, they most definitely forgot who he was. And at my 6, got the same guy, LJ, yes, Captain Jack.
Yes, sir.
Captain Jack. But what's crazy? I need it. Man, what's crazy is though, like, I have him winning MVP, so him being at 6 is kind of wild. But you know, talent wise, I got those guys above him. You know,
because I got some better throwers of the football ahead of him. But I mean, he do enough for me.
Yeah,
he plays him.
Yeah. Like, I would love him to be on the Texans. Lamar fucking Jackson. Like, I don't understand why people hate on this guy. The things this man can do on the football field, no other quarterback can do, man. I'm like, this guy is simply amazing.
All facts.
Reminds me of Mike Vick, man.
Mike Vick 2.0. Like, he literally he got, like, Mike Vick was my guy. Like, 04 Madden Mike Vick. That was a cheat code.
Cheat code, literally.
I thought his agility was on 10. Lamar Jackson agility on 10. He be like, just go back if y'all get a chance, y'all listen. Just go back and look at the highlights from his 2019 season. Mm-hmm. He was literally making dudes look stupid in the open field. And then on top of that, he had multiple games where he threw for 5 touchdown passes and no picks. So like, he can do it all. Now, he obviously does need to improve on his accuracy on the deep ball, and he got to be better in some clutch situations. Got to win some playoff games. But like I said earlier, Justin Herbert has won nothing. Yet here everybody is trying to anoint him because he's the prototypical QB. Okay, well, win some games, prototype. Like, Lamar Jackson has done it. He's an NFL MVP for a reason. And they just got all these young cats just jumping him off of 1 year. They're going to have to see him this year. I'm excited for him. That's I'm rooting for him in every game unless he play my Chiefs. But other than that, I hope he do his thing. Like, if it was one team I would have to pick for my Chiefs to lose to, and it meant that team goes to Super Bowl, it would be the Ravens. Yeah, just so he can shut some people up. Because, like, what's his name? I can't even think of one of the old heads who used to play for the Ravens back on the 2012 Super Bowl team that was adding him on Twitter.
What's that guy
talking
name?
Crazy. And I'm like, bro, I'm glad Lamar responded on his behalf, like on his own behalf. It's like, bro, you was an extra on the team for the Super Bowl.
He was a nobody. Like,
shut the hell up. It's a former NFL MVP, and you over here talking about he can't take him to the Super Bowl.
Disrespecting him
with the right defense. Trent Dilfer won a fucking Super Bowl with the Ravens.
Exactly.
And he wasn't a QB for real. But you know why. You know why he get the hate he do.
Yeah, man. LJ, man. Like I said, I got him for MVP, so it's kind of a little low. He's not in my top 5, but like I said, the other 5 I have above him just a tad bit better, man. So
look, at my 5, I got your 10. Now let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I got Matthew Stafford at 5. Man is coming off Super Bowl victory. Now, of course, LA, the best team money can buy, literally. So it was kind of expected, or at least like, y'all better make it to the Super Bowl at the very least. But they did their thing. They won the game. But that was his first year in McVay's offense. I would only expect him to get better from here on out. He's still, like, he was putting up numbers throughout his whole career. Detroit was just terrible. You bring him back after winning the Super Bowl. He's more comfortable in McVay's system. They got Allen Robinson now. Cooper Kupp. I mean, I don't care what people say. That guy's a dog. Like, he really should have won MVP last year, in my opinion. Really, as a receiver, and that's crazy. Yeah. But I think Matthew Stafford gonna put up even better numbers this year because it's no learning curve for real. Like, now he's going into the system this year in the offseason. He know what to do, and now he about to produce again.
Yeah, he only get better from there. I can see that. Man, my 5, we got the so-called GOAT.
TB12 haters or TB12 fans gonna be mad at you.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be pissed off. But hey, man, look, I'm not a big Brady fan, as you know. Now, whoever's watching this know now, I'm not a big Brady fan. I don't like Brady at all. But for me to put him at 5, I feel like that should be good because, eventually, he's getting older. He has to decline at some point. Not saying this might be the year, but shit, at some point he's gonna have to decline.
Look, we're gonna keep saying he's gonna fall off the cliff. Eventually he's gonna have to fall off. Like,
right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like at the same time, like that Supreme Dream sketch where it's like, no, we got the script. Don't worry, Tom. Like, next year is your year. 45, come back. the best player ever. Super Bowl number 8. We got it written. I just feel like on some stupid stuff, just somehow, some way, he gonna find his way back. In the back of my mind, I just can see that happen. I'm like,
I can see it, bro.
He gotta fall off sometime. Like, Tom, if you listening, bro, go home to your supermodel wife and go raise your kids, man. I'm tired of having to see you play and win games, man. Like, give everybody else a chance, man. Like, I hope he fall off, but at the same time, like, last year was one of his best years ever.
One of the best years ever, literally.
For over 5,000 yards. 40.
It's
like he
coming in the season every year, you know what to expect out of Thomas Brady. You know what he's gonna do. And it's like no one can stop it. He gonna throw the short passes every time. He gonna throw the check downs every time. And if you playing it, he gonna throw it deep to Mike Evans. You can't stop it. So I mean, him at 5.
I gotta give him his props. He to go, but man, I'll say for him, if they get the right matchup, could take them out though. Like the Bucks, they just don't match up well with the Rams because that pass rush can get to him, and Ramsey can lock down. And now they got Wagner patrolling the middle too. So they at all 3 levels, they take care of the Bucks. Mm-hmm. And then the Saints, for whatever reason, the Saints just got their number. And I swear on my life, if they would have just put in Jameis in that divisional game back in 2020, we would have never got Tom Brady winning 7th ring. Because Drew Brees, I mean, I know New Orleans fans love that man, but like he clearly didn't have it anymore. So I think Tom, I think 5th. I got him a little higher, but like I saw this coming. I knew you wasn't gonna put him top 2. I knew that for sure. So
hell no. Hell no.
Man, I swear, if he wins the Super Bowl again this year, man, at that point, like, I just give up. I'm just done talking about him forever. Like, he got it. I mean, he already got it, but if he win it again, he for real got it. Like,
he got it. Like,
I never say a negative word.
I won't bring up his fraudulent rings that he has. Hey, if he wins this year, he has it.
Look, you heard it here first. If Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl this year, the day after, it depends when it comes in. If Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl, I'll order a Tom Brady jersey and wear it on whichever next podcast. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all can hold me to that.
Gotta clip that. For sure gotta clip that.
You can hold me to that. But man, he not gonna win it. He not gonna win it. But I don't see it. Number 4. You probably finna be mad at me. Cause my number 4. He's a bad man. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. The former MVP or back-to-back reigning MVP. He's a GOAT in the regular season, but man, in the playoffs, I don't know what happens to this guy. Aaron Rodgers, my number 4. I just feel like if I can't count on you in the playoffs, there's no point in me hyping up your regular season anymore because I already know what the end result gonna be. And I don't know what it is about his hometown team and the 49ers, but he just can't get that monkey off his back and beat them in the playoffs. Like, you telling me you get first place in the NFC, you the back-to-back MVP, and then you go and put up, what was it? Was it 7 or 10 points?
And I know for a fact they ain't scored a touchdown on, I don't believe.
No, I believe they got one. The second drive of the game, they got a touchdown, and then they never scored again. So I think it was 7-10, or 7-13, something like that. I can't remember. But like, come on, you gotta beat Jimmy Garoppolo at home, and they don't even they don't score over 14 points, and you supposed to be the GOAT, the bad man. Come on, man. He really disappointed me with that one because I believe that like if in the year he was finally gonna shut up the haters last year. After the year before that getting waxed by Brady, I thought that would give him enough motivation, but no. He let us down again, so I can't even put him top 3 anymore with all the talent in the league, man.
That hurts. That they really hurts.
I'm sorry. You and Stephen A. I'm sorry, man.
All right. At my 4, he's a stud. He's a young stud. He's the prototype. I know what you're gonna say. But at 4, I have Justin Herbert. I mean, come on, man.
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
I mean, he not better than my guy, so you don't gotta hire my guy. So I live with it. But oh my God, I get it.
The talent. You know how we talk about the eye test.
He passed the eye test for sure.
He passed the eye test, man.
6'6", he got a rocket arm. I give it to him.
As sooner or later, he has to start winning. Maybe this is the year. Who knows? I think I had them probably like finishing 3rd in the division. Maybe he surprised me. Maybe they finished 2nd. Who knows? But yeah, man, Justin Herbert. I mean, like you said, he's a prototype. The eye test.
Yeah. Man, he just gotta prove it to me, man. I don't watch the Chargers just lose for so long. And then they got this guy. And yeah, he was putting them numbers. I would like for him to get his interception number down. It's just be a few questionable times where it'll be like, man, you too talented to even throw that. Or like, why did you throw that? And I think he'll clean that up because that just comes with maturity and age and all that.
He should.
But
I hope so.
I mean, they gon' that's a franchise QB. So they're gonna have to throw him a nice little contract coming up soon. But it's like, how big of a contract can you give him if he ain't won nothing? But at the same time, I guess you could get anything because Kyler just got 160 guaranteed and he ain't won anything. But yeah, I think it's the analysts that really just piss me off. Like, I like Herbert as a player, but the analysts just take it too far.
Yeah,
because it's like
take it too far. I get what you're saying.
He hasn't done anything to or eclipse, not even Josh Allen yet. Because people want to say Josh Allen the best young quarterback, but it's like Patrick Mahomes got what more does he got to do?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. They just I
don't know. But I could get behind.
This a little off subject. I'm about to say though. It's kind of surprising that I don't have Kyler Murray in my top 10.
I don't have him either.
But it's like, I don't know, because I feel like he is a top 10 quarterback, but
he got top 10 talent for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They just can't put it together over there. He either get injured or they fall off a cliff at the end of the year. Literally, because Cliff Kingsbury can't coach. Clip that. Cliff Kingsbury cannot coach. And I'm tired of people thinking that he's a good coach. I still don't know how he got that job, but he cannot coach. Save his life. They just got talent over there. And I think Kyler Murray, I think he should. I know DeAndre out for like the first 6 games, but he got his boy Marquise. I think he can move his way into my top 10 with how he plays this year. But
for sure,
he in the second best division of football, so he got to bring it because he got the Rams and the 49ers. Like Garoppolo, Trey Lance, like whoever it is, I don't think they fallen off really. So I mean, I think I might have said Arizona gets second in the last one, but they're gonna have to really earn that. Like they're gonna have to go out and beat them at the end of the year when it counts. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Third for me, I got the GOAT. I had to put him outside the two. If it came down to it, there's 2 QBs I would take over him right now with their talent and their age. But other than that, I don't know, man. It's like he got reverse Benjamin Button. Whatever TB12 program he be doing with that trainer, he needs to market that to every QB in the league. He seems to be getting younger the way he just keeps playing. I'm like, I don't understand it. Like,
don't understand.
You are an old man. Like, you're 45. Like, come on. Like, he can't move in the pocket. So it's like, okay, yeah, you just get to him, sack him, like, get some pressure in his face. He get the ball out in 1.5 seconds, and it's like, and it's on the money. And receivers just be open. Because I guess he just wills them to be open. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got him at 3, man.
Got him at 3. That's crazy.
I got to see him fall off for me to put him any lower at this point.
No, I get that. Man, my 3, I got my GOAT, man. He's a bad man. Aaron Rodgers. I got him at 3. You know, shit, he will be at 2, maybe 1, if
he still had him another Super Bowl.
Yeah,
put him right back up in there.
If he still had Devontae, maybe he would have been there, but he don't got those guys no more, man. I mean, it's gonna be I feel like he still can make everybody around him much better, play better, but like you said, you gotta see it. You gotta see it in the playoffs. You can't be losing to Jimmy freaking Garoppolo and putting up 7 points. I don't care what kind of weather you playing in. That's just not gonna cut it. Like,
it's not, because if I gotta get on Dak Prescott case because he lost to Jimmy G, now I gotta do the same for you.
Same thing, yeah.
That's why Dak ain't make my top 10 because he can't perform in the big game.
Oh, Dak ain't make my top 10 because he's not a top 10 quarterback. Cowboys fans, Chris, I'm sorry, he's not a top 10 quarterback.
We can say that together. Dak is not top 10.
Not top 10 at all.
Not top 10.
So,
Man, he's not that guy. I'm sorry, Dallas fans. And this year is not your year.
Yeah, Uncle Tom is not that guy. Get that out your head. He's not that guy. He's not.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, man, like, I get it. Like, he the best regular season quarterback ever. Yeah. But, like, maybe it's just he really is just unlucky. But, I mean, I think, this is 14th year or something? Like, you got to at least make it back to another Super Bowl. Because Mahomes already did that. Granted, we got our tails whooped. But that's because we had a makeshift offensive line. I'll never get over that. But, I mean, he got to make it back at least. And then at that point, just because of all the critics, he would have to win. But, I mean, at least let's start with making it back. And they had the team for these past 3 years to do it, and they didn't do it. So now it's even harder without Devontae.
Oh, it's going to be tough. I mean, that rookie, he going to have to step up really, really, really.
He going to have to trust the rookie wide receiver, which we ain't never seen him really do. Unless he want to put all his faith in Randall Cobb, Allen Lazard, and Sammy Watkins. But Sammy Watkins only going to give you 6 games, realistically. Now, if you can get him healthy for the playoffs, I said earlier on the podcast, like, he a prime time player when it comes to playoff time, but he got to be healthy for him, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's about an 80% chance he's not going to be healthy. That just is what it is. But I get behind your bad, man. And I'm sure now that we at number 2, we got the same guy.
Yeah, we got the same guy.
We agree on the top 2. Your boy Josh Allen.
Yep.
He's a stud. I can't lie. Every time we play the Bills, I'm scared because it's just like we can have him or think, we got him and he can run it for 25 yards. And when you think he's finna run it for 25 yards, he can sling it right past your ear hole for 25 yards. So it's like, man, I just know, like, obviously, at some point, we're going to lose to them if we keep playing them in the playoffs. That's just like the law of averages right there. Mahomes can't just be undefeated. Like, Manning started to get Brady at a certain point in time. But, man, I just don't want him to get us yet because I know the one moment he do, that's going to be it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's better than Mahomes. He's better than Mahomes. And it's like, if when Mahomes came into the league 2018, and this part of the reason why I don't like not hate Herbert, but why I don't give him all the credit yet, because they'll try to sit there and say, "Oh, it's Herbert's defense." 2018, Patrick Mahomes had one of the worst defenses in the league with the 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. His first year starting. I don't know why that's not enough as is for people, but yeah, 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. Wins his first playoff game, which we hadn't done since we played y'all in Houston. What was that, 2016?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we had lost like the last 7-8 playoff games. So he gets us over that hump. And then the man is one play away from beating Tom Brady to take us to the Super Bowl with that terrible defense. And I think we would have stomped a hole in the Rams that year because that was going to be a revenge game from that crazy Monday night.
That was a crazy ass game.
And people said Mahomes can't be better than Brady because he can't beat him. Because we had already lost to them in the regular season, and then he can't beat them when they count. Fast forward to the Super Bowl in 2020, Mahomes can't be better than Brady because he can't beat him when it counts. So if Allen can't beat Mahomes when it counts, how is Allen better than Mahomes? Somebody answer me that question, man.
Literally.
And don't give me, his defense choked with 13 seconds. The Chiefs' defense choked with an offsides penalty pre-snap when we intercepted Tom Brady. Don't give me that bullshit.
Oh, my God.
Don't give me that. I'll hate D4 forever, but don't give me that.
Forever.
So if that's the case,
idiot.
If y'all gonna go if that's gonna be y'all's basic standard out there for anybody listening, if that's how you think, then don't sit up here and try to tell me Josh Allen is the better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes right now. There's nothing wrong with being number 2, but until he get over that hump and get him an MVP at least or a Super Bowl, don't give me that. And he's been an MVP favorite now for 2 years, and he still hasn't even lived up to that.
Mm-hmm.
But people want to keep talking about, man, he's just the best Chantel. He's got a rocket arm. Like, everybody has a rocket arm.
Rocket arm, yeah.
Like the strength and conditioning that these players have with their ability or resources everywhere. Like, Everybody got arm strength now. It's finna be nothing but quarterbacks that can launch the ball 80 yards in a couple of seasons. That's all that's going to be in the league. If he could throw farther than Mahomes, it's not by more than 5 yards. I guarantee you that. So don't give me that. Oh, he's a dual threat quarterback. So is Mahomes when he wants to be. Like they easily, besides Lamar, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes run for the most first downs in the NFL. So don't give me that one. But I'll put him number 2. He's definitely, like I said, age, talent-wise, I'll take both of them over Brady.
For sure, without a doubt.
But at the end of the day, Brady be finding a way to win. So that's why he the GOAT. And Mahomes find a way to win versus Allen. I can't put Allen over Mahomes. And with that being said, the number one QB in the league, man. I mean, if you just open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Literally just open your eyes. And stop trying to fight it. It's right there in front of your face. It's the GOAT. The baby GOAT. Patrick.
No. The GOAT. The best player of all. The best player of all time.
The best of all time. Man, it's my boy Patrick Mahomes, man.
What more can you say? I mean, it's like just open your eyes. It's literally just open your eyes. It's like,
it's the talent. No one had that amount of talent. Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill when he came into the league. Alex Smith had him. Alex Smith was a good quarterback. Alex Smith, 2017, the year we drafted Mahomes, had 26 touchdown passes, and they were talking about it was an MVP caliber season. That year we go into a wild card game, lose to the Titans when Mariota throws that touchdown pass to himself. So they say, fuck it, Smith out, Mahomes in. This is what we drafted him for. 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, man. First year. And y'all talking about, well, he has the best talent and the best.
Come on, it's the same team.
It's the same team. He made them that much better. Yes, they were already great. But now you're talking about Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce on a Hall of Fame level. Now, Travis Kelce, he put up 1,000 yards every year, even with Smith. So I'll give that to him. But before Mahomes, people was calling Tyreek a special team specialist. But when Mahomes got hold of the reins, then he became the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, that's kind of true. That is kind of true.
That's what it's right there in front of y'all eyes, man. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback. And this year, they're like, oh, well, without Tyreek, he's got to prove it.
All right.
I mean, okay, if you say so. I don't know what more he has to prove, because following the 5,050-yard MVP year, one play away from Super Bowl, follow it up, he gets injured that next year, so he's out for a couple games when he dislocated his knee. Comes back, and I think we ended the season on like 11-game win streak, win the Super Bowl. And arguably, probably the greatest playoff run ever, because we had to come back in every game. I'm not trying to bring it up and mess with you, but we were down 24-0 versus Texas. And this guy is a whole lot of other people blowing up my phone. We're talking about are you okay? Your season's over with. Y'all just can't not choke in the playoffs. And you can ask Chris to this day. I sat there in the room. We was watching in the living room. I said, you know what, Chris? I have my Mahomes jersey on. I said, I'm gonna take this jersey off, go sit in my room, turning my phone off. We're gonna come back and win this game. Mark my words. And that's exactly what we did. Tennessee game next. Oh, y'all can't stop Derrick Henry. Mahomes, I think it's just another fact that backs up my statement about him being a dual threat. We're down and we're driving late at half. We need a touchdown to really like put some pressure and stay in the game. Dude runs for 40 yards for a touchdown and breaks like 5 tackles up the sideline. Like, what more do you want? Like, yeah, he don't look athletic when he runs, but god damn it, he can run the football when he want it. Yeah. And then we really could have went 15-1 the next year, but we rested everybody that last game versus the Chargers, where Herbert beat us. That don't count for beating Mahomes. He didn't play that game. Because I hear a lot of people try to put that into Herbert's record versus the Chiefs and Mahomes. I'm like, Mahomes didn't even play that game, so don't count that one. And then leads them to another Super Bowl. No one's even been to back-to-back Super Bowl since Tom Brady and the Patriots. Granted, we ain't win. I'll give you that. But come on, man. It's the eye test. Nobody running to the left and flinging the ball back without even stopping 40 yards down the field on a dime. Nobody curving the ball around defensive linemen with their hands out on a dime. Like, he's the number one quarterback, man. And I can't wait for him to prove it to y'all again this year since he got to. But he going to win MVP.
Ooh.
You can lock that in now. I done already said it, but I'm gonna remind y'all. Patrick Mahomes, 2022-23 NFL MVP. Lock that shit in, man.
I think they're gonna be hating too much to give it to him.
Man. At this point, how? Because I'm pretty sure I want to say it was either PF or some ESPN thing, but they got our wide receiver group ranked 16th this year. So that means we dead in the middle.
Yeah.
Young defense. If he put up numbers and we're winning, I mean, what more do you want from an MVP at that symbol? Because, like, we don't have Hill, so you can't say that. You're going to say, oh, well, Travis Kelce. He does it like it's all Travis Kelce now because people can focus on Travis Kelce now. He going to have to use some other receivers, and he finna use them. So, like I said, man, I need a season start. So we can just shut people up week by week, man. I'm excited. I sorry I had to go on that little rant, but I had to get that off my chest, man. Number one quarterback, mark it down, Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, man. Hey.
He could do it all. He could do it all, man. And he wins when it matters. He's clutch. He has his moments like last year's AFC Championship game. Let's not talk about that. But at the same time, clutch drives, you know if you give the ball back to us with time left, 13 seconds. He gonna get it done. 13 seconds, people.
You gonna fuck up.
He had 13 seconds literally in the game ad-libbing, talking about Kels, do it. just making stuff up on the fly and just doing it. Like, come on, man. He do it time and time and again, man. You ready to get into the running backs, man?
Let's get into it.
Get into the running backs, man. So number 10. I got the main man, Joe Mixon.
Okay.
Nice little dual threat running back for Cincinnati. I think he's a big reason why that offense can get opened up because you got to account for him in the run game and the pass game. And so the moment you trying to look for T. Higgins and Jamar Chase up top, they done set up a screen. Joe Mixon can take it to the crib. Can run it between the tackles, take it to the crib. He's 6'2", solid back, like hard to bring down, and he got some jukes in his bag now. Like he not just all power. So I got him as 10. Nice little dual third running back to start off my list.
I got Aaron Jones at 10, man. I got Aaron Jones at 10. He just I'm done. It was a little low, but he just I like Aaron Jones, but he also got that other dog behind him, AJ Dillon. So he can't really so I mean they got a 1-2 punch, so he can't really and also they be resting him like a lot because his knees is like all messed up, all jacked up. So Green Bay resting him a lot. But I don't know, like sometimes he takes games off and he just don't always do what he's capable of doing. But I mean he's great also, so it's
I got him higher on my list, but it's because of what I think he gonna have to perform this year, like you said.
He gonna have to.
He can't take games off, especially losing Devontae, so that's why I got him a little higher. But okay, 10.
He gonna have to show me. Because I don't know, like sometimes he don't move the needle for me. Sometimes I feel like it's other running backs better than him, but like you were saying with Joe Mixon, so you think Aaron Rodgers throwing downfield, just go right to Aaron Jones and he'll take off for it. So yeah, that's my guy at 10.
Okay. Number 9, I got the sidekick to the best young quarterback in the league, Justin Herbert. I got his boy Austin Eckler. Had him on my fantasy team last year, man.
The best
fantasy pick
ever.
Man. He does everything for the Chargers.
He's
tough. Like
God.
I hate playing him twice a year. Like he break tackles. You think like, why didn't the defenders just get him down right there? Keeps the power moving, and he might be the best dual threat running back. Like you could make a case
no, he
for him.
is. He definitely is.
See, yeah,
that's my hot take. I don't care if it's a hot take away. He definitely.
I agree with you. See, I was thinking like, ooh, is it questionable to say? But no, he's the best dual threat running back in the league. And with Herbert's arm talent, he can run all the routes that a receiver can out the backfield, or he can line up out wide and run a route. And he's still tough in between the tackles. So I got him at 9 because he doesn't have necessarily like the breakaway speed or he's just hitting the home run play. But if you just need a solid running back that's going to get the job done, you can't go wrong with Austin Eckler.
Can't go wrong with him. My guy at 9, he was your guy at 10. I mean, what can you say with Joe Mixon, man? I mean, he's that guy. He runs very, very hard. I mean, like you said, he also catch the ball from out of the backfield. I mean, they're gonna really need him this year because they're gonna be looking at that passing game a lot. So he gonna have to run that. He gonna have to tote that thing this year for sure. So
look, we're gonna see if that offensive line really improve because you're gonna have to tote it. Number 8, I only put him here. He definitely has top 5, arguably top 3 talent in the league. The problem is these past few years he can't stay on the field. And I don't know if he's ever really going to be able to do that because they use him so much. It's hard to be healthy as a running back and to see if they're going to use you for everything. That's my boy Christian McCaffrey. He cold. Yeah, I got to, man. He cold. Don't get me. That's what I'm saying. He top 5, top 3, but he stayed injured because Carolina.
Okay, I get it.
They literally got to use him for everything, and he just gets worn down.
I get it.
He hasn't played a full season since 2019, and it's just always something. Like last year, I remember when they played y'all on Thursday night. When the Panthers played the Texans on Thursday night, I bet Christian McCaffrey's props. And he went out the game with a pulled hamstring. And then I don't even think he didn't even return for like the next 5 weeks. And I was like, bro, like, why the night I bet on you? But they really be working him too much, I think. So
I mean, way too much. They do work him.
But don't take that as a knock that I got him as 8. I'm not saying like he not cold. He cold. Like that boy is cold. It's just in order to be the best, you gotta be on the field to be the best, and he not on the field. So that's why I put him at 8.
I respect that. My guy at 8, you had him at 9. Austin Eckler, man. Like I said, he's the best. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. He's a receiver playing running back pretty much. Like this guy. If you have a top 5 pick. Get Austin Eckler, whatever, in that fantasy draft.
Lock that in.
You won't regret it. Like literally, like this guy is amazing. Austin Eckler, he can do everything on the field. I mean, I would have him higher, but the guys I have higher than him, 7 guys I got above him, just better running backs in my opinion. So yeah, Austin Eckler.
Number 7. I don't know if he's eligible for comeback player of the year, but if I had to like make, kind of a hot take pick for comeback player of the year, it would be this guy. Because I think the team going to be a little bit better this year. And he got an off season where he doesn't have to rehab. And I don't know why people forgot, but man is like, if he has a year that I think he can have, he'll easily be back in my top 3 backs. But for now, I got to keep him outside because, like I said, availability is the best ability. But I got my boy Saquon at 7.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Okay, yes, sir. You looking at me like, oh, God, what is he about to say? But yeah, I got my boy Saquon, man. Saquon Barkley. Dude is a beast. He probably – now, he has the ability to be the best dual threat because he can catch, run, and like how I was saying, Austin Eckler don't got the home run speed. Saquon got the home run speed.
For sure,
blink and he's gone. And he hasn't been healthy because he's been dealing, they always say the rehabbing the ACL, that first year you come back, like you back, but you're not back. The only person who ever just came back from ACL crazy was Adrian Peterson, but he's obviously in a league of his own. Like, dude was crazy.
One of the greatest ever.
One of the greatest ever. AP all day, man. OU boys. But man, Saquon, I think with Dable at coach, and they kind of got some pieces a little bit more. Hopefully, Daniel Jones play better. I think Saquon got a chance to have a really good year in that division.
Yeah,
that's why I had them as a sneaky pick. Like, I could see them finishing second, third if some of them pieces play out like I think they can.
Yeah, they can. I mean, Giants got not great, but they got a good enough defense to win. I'm a big, like I said, I'm a big Danny Dimes guy. I don't see nothing wrong with Danny Dimes. I mean, he reminds me of like a younger Eli Manning. But other than that, Saquon, man, I love Saquon, man. He, like you said, he runs the ball really, really hard too, just like Joe Mixon. He can also catch out the backfield. Pretty much all these guys can, but Saquon, it's beginning of the year last year, he wasn't really looking good, but before that Cowboys game, I want to say like a game or two before, he was actually getting back into rhythm, and you can see like, okay, like Saquon, he's back, and then boom, that Cowboys game happened. He got hurt again, and he was just out for like a while, but yeah, I got Saquon at 7, so.
Yeah, man. Can't go wrong with Saquon, man. It's just literally availability. It's
like
hard to be running back in this league.
Exactly. Like you said, he's definitely a top 3, top 2 running back for sure, though. Like, for sure.
He just got to prove it again.
He's got to prove it again.
Because his rookie year, he was top 2, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing his thing. And then, fortunately, next year, he tears his ACL. And he got to spend all season rehabbing that, come back. And then you got to get back into game shape, because no matter how hard you rehab or what workouts you do, it's still not going to be the game. So you got to get back used to that. And then, like you said, he got injured again. So he was dealing with that. But now he even said himself, I saw reports the other week, like he feel like he back better than he ever was, because he got a full off season of just work, not rehab. So I'm excited to see him. I hope New York kind of makes some noise.
Me too.
Because I don't think Dallas is making any. Dallas just catching hella strays in this. But yeah. Number 6, got that boy in New Orleans.
Okay, me too.
okay, man. Yo, we did not plan this. I swear.
We did not plan this at all.
I got my boy Kamara, Alvin Kamara, man. I think he gonna be a key piece in turning around Jameis Winston's image in the league. Like, I think the Saints gonna be a team to be reckoned with this year. Like, I really think they got potential to make it to divisional NFC championship if they get the right matchups. That defense should be solid. Got Cam Jordan, like we were talking about last episode. My boy Matthew came over, playing it for his home team. They finna make some noise. And if Alvin Kamara is healthy, and hopefully now that they got some receivers back, they don't have to put as much load on him, because he was banged up a lot last year too. But if he healthy, man, I mean, every running back, like you're saying, every running back dual threat, you got to be in today's offense. But man, that might be the best dual threat running back now that I think about it. That boy Kamara, he can stop on a dime and cut anyway. Yeah. He gone.
That boy, and like he be like jogging out there.
It looked like the game was it versus the Packers or the Vikings, I think. Where he was just jogging up the sideline, and he broke like 8 tackles and scored. It's like, are y'all running, or is he like deceptively fast or something? But yeah, man, Kamara, that dude, man.
AK, man.
AK.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him.
Me too, I am too.
And look, just like the QBs, your number 10 is my number 5. But again, I think it's just like talent plus projection on what he finna do this year. I got Aaron Jones. I think he gonna have to perform. Now, they do got A.J. Dillon, so it might be interesting because, like, NFL teams start to kind of play politics. Like, you pay Aaron Jones some money, so you might have to use him. But then there's going to be people in the ear if he's not producing, like, oh, A.J. Dillon need to be getting some more carries. But I think with them losing Devontae Adams, you got to fill in those touches elsewhere. And I don't think they finna go to Christian Watson, the rookie wide receiver. So I think Aaron Jones gonna have to. They might be splitting him out wide a little bit more and have AJ Dillon in the backfield. Mm-hmm. So I think he could have a decent little year if the Packers gonna make some noise like they have been. So that's why I got him in my 5.
My 5, like you said, this team gonna have to use him a lot for at least we don't know yet, about 46 games. We don't know yet. Maybe 8.
I know you.
I got my guy at 5. We got Nick Chubb, man. I got Nick Chubb, the Chubster, man. I mean, he's other than maybe like Derrick Henry. Nah, I'm gonna put him over like Derrick Henry or like Jonathan Taylor. He's the best per runner in the league. I mean, this
strong.
I mean, if you want to talk about who runs the hardest, he runs the hardest. Like you don't want to go heads up with Nick Chubb. I promise you.
He's not going down first contact. and 50% of the time he's not going down on the second contact. Yeah. He's running through everything.
Running through everybody. Like he reminds me of like an old school running back. Man, he wears no gloves. He has like an old school helmet.
His like the man's thigh, like I literally I don't know if you saw, it was like a couple days ago they posted that video of him doing that squat.
Yeah,
where it was like over 600 pounds on the bar. And I sent it in one group chat with some of my frat brothers, and one of them was talking about that's not healthy, and he not that strong. Like that's just bad. And I'm like, bro, if there's one person in the league that got business lifting that much, it's Nick Chubb. Yeah, exactly. That man is strong. Like his lower body strength is insane, and he will run through a wall. Like,
literally, he probably will.
Like he literally he make that Cleveland Browns team go, because when you can run the ball with him, it opens up the play action game completely. Mm-hmm. And so that's why, even though we don't know how long Deshaun will be out, who knows? He might be out the whole season. But if he's suspended for a period of time, I still give Cleveland a chance just for the fact they can run the ball with Chubb, and they got Kareem Hunt too, who no slouch himself. But yeah, man, Nick Chubb, dude's a beast. I got him on my list coming up, but I can see why you put him 5. So I'm interested to see now who your top 4 is though. I feel like we might have the same not the same top 4, but the same number 4, or you put him at number 3.
Nah, my number 4 is the guy you had at number 9.
Ooh, wait, who? Oh, you got McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put him at 8. But okay.
Oh, my bad. At 8.
Okay. My number 4, I got the boy from Minnesota, Dalvin Cook, man. Ooh. He nice. The only thing missing from Minnesota is a quarterback.
Now I'm interested to know who you got at top 3.
Yeah. I got Dalvin Cook at 4, man. That man is a beast. I got to give it to him. It just sucks for all the skill players in Minnesota, because at the end of the day, Kirk Cousins is their quarterback. So it's like they have a ceiling to what they can accomplish as a team. But Cook, Justin Jefferson, like, they some dogs.
They're some dogs.
If they ever could get a competent QB that can like take them over that hump, they would be dangerous. But as long as Kirk Cousins back there, I just can't put my trust in them, because at the end of the day, he's not a winner for real. But yeah, man, I got Dalvin Cook at 4. Explain Christian McCaffrey. Like I want to hear your explanation. Like I understand it, because I said he is top 5 talent, but why you got him at 4?
If you want to talk about the best dual threat running back, that in my opinion, that is CMC. I mean, this guy can do it all.
He can.
When healthy, he's the best. In my opinion, he's the best running back in the league. In my opinion, he is, because I mean, he does both things at such a high level that it's insane. Like, it's like no running back should be doing what he's doing. And this year, I just feel like I don't think they will, but hopefully they'll put some load off of him, because he really don't need all that load.
Hopefully.
But hopefully he can stay healthy, and hopefully he can do what he's been doing in the past. But last year when he was healthy, I mean,
he was doing the thing.
Yeah, that's doing the same shit.
That's why I bet his prop versus y'all. And then he got injured. That's why, bro. I was like, bro, out of all games, you get injured. Like I knew an injury was probably coming, but you picked the game. I bet on your props when you've been balling. But man, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And I think if he is able to stay healthy and he is able to have a good season, I'm gonna say Baker wins that quarterback spot over Darnold. If they put Darnold back at the starting QB, they just need to go ahead and fire Matt Rule before the season even starts. But if Baker back there and Christian McCaffrey doing this thing, I think that's gonna help Baker get back into his groove with the play action. And then you got a running back you can dump it off to whenever push comes to shove. So I don't disagree with your number 4. I just wanted to hear your explanation about it. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey is that dude. He just got to be healthy. I got to see him healthy, though. That's the problem. But number 3 is the man we were just talking about. For me, a man Nick Chubb. Like,
okay.
In terms of pure running, like, you're not stopping him. It's going to take multiple defenders, and you're going to have to put a hat on him. And it's probably going to hurt the defender more than it hurt Nick Chubb when they collide. Like, that man is...
He's a dog.
He's a dog. Like, I don't even think he averaged less than like 4.5, 5 yards per carry because he's just going to fall forward, keep moving the power. Like, it don't matter. You're not stopping him. Them legs is just going to keep moving. And like I said earlier, they strong, boy.
Strong.
That's a strong boy right there, man.
He's like, probably the second strongest guy in the NFL behind him.
Like, imagine... I don't know if they do it in the NFL for real, but imagine doing Oklahoma drill and you going up against Nick Chubb. I'd be like, Coach, just have me run whatever suicides I gotta run, or whatever push-ups you want, whatever you want me to do is punch me. Because I'm not getting an Oklahoma drill with Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, fuck that.
That is a freight train coming through, bro.
For sure.
But yeah.
Man, my 3. It's off subject. Dallas Cowboys fans are really going to hate us. They really going to hate us because
if they learn to get Zeke 100 yards so they can win games, then he can move his way back.
Yeah,
but exactly. Until that, I'm not putting Zeke there. He fell off. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah, he fell off to me too.
Dallas fans gonna be INeeedit's biggest haters. Hey, bring them all.
But nah, my 3. You just talk about him, Dalvin Cook. I know you said, Kirk Cousins, this, that, yeah, Kirk Cousins, blah, blah, blah. Kirk Cousins, he's ass. We know that. But Dalvin Cook, man, probably the second best dual threat running back in the league, in my opinion, or third behind Austin Eckler, whatever you want to say. But man, Dalvin Cook, I mean, he's a beast. I mean, there's nothing more me to say. I feel like he's gonna do what he did, exactly what he did last year. But hopefully he stay a little bit healthy this year, because he also be banged up. Like I think you said that too, but he also be banged up a lot too. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Playing running back in this league, it just take a toll on their body. That's why their careers be short, sadly. But man, when they at their best, like he's a beast. I've been messing with bro since they was at Florida State. He was with Jameis. Like, when they picked him, I was like, oh, I mean, he not Adrian Peterson, but like, dang, that's about as close to a talent as they've had since Adrian Peterson, and he's been showing it ever since he got picked. I want him and Jefferson to be successful, but like I said, man, Kirk Cousins.
It's only so much they can do.
Yeah, it's only so much, and I'm sure we got the same top 2. Now I don't know how you place them, but for me, number 2,
I kind of want to hear yours.
Number 2, I got Jonathan Taylor. He had a great year last year.
We got the same.
But he got to repeat it. Derrick Henry is my number 1 because
he's
been doing it. He's been doing it. Yeah. That man might have the most deadly stiff arm in all of football history, man. Like, there's no way that he should be making grown men look like children like that.
Is this
like? And
I would have been embarrassed.
Like, I couldn't go home to my kids if I got stiff armed by Derrick Henry in a game, like the way he be doing, like Josh Norman.
You remember he did to Earl Thomas? He basically retired Earl Thomas.
He basically did. That's probably why he had so many problems moving forward. His mental was all jacked up after he took a mean palm to the face from Derrick Henry. But man, they both just nice. Jonathan Taylor, a little bit more finesse to him. And don't get me wrong, Derrick Henry got some finesse in his game. Like people be thinking like he a power back. He really not even a power back. He speed, and once he busts through, then the power coming that stiff arm, and you not catching him.
I was literally arguing that with one of my friends. I'm like, bro, like he probably has in the past 3-4 years, he probably has the most 90+ yard touchdowns.
That run versus Jacksonville, where
bro, like it's ridiculous. Like, you know how fast you gotta be to like outrun everybody on a 90-yard touchdown
at 6'3",
80 yards,
like 230-ish. Like
he's moving people.
That's a literal freight train. Like all measurements add up to a freight train. Like, yeah, no, he number one. And people were like, well, Jonathan Taylor was a rushing man. Like, yes, he was, but Henry was out like 8 weeks, and he still finished in the top 5. If he doesn't get injured, he's definitely gonna be number one again. And he might, I think he was on pace again for like a little under. He was gonna hit 2K again, which that would have been insane to get 2K and seasons back to back. Now, if they can lighten up his load a little bit, I think they re-signed Foreman, your boy Dr. Foreman.
No,
or did he go somewhere else?
I think he went to Atlanta.
Okay, well, I know they got a nice running back too. I can't think of who, but they should be able to offload some of them carries.
They did get it.
So he doesn't, have that wear and tear. Because now people are saying, like, I think I was reading the stat when I was getting my list together, and it was like after a running back reaches like 1,500 or so carries in their career, that's when they start this decline because it just builds up. And he's at like 1,537 or something like that. So by the stats, people are saying, he should fall off this year. But at the same time, like you said, he's 6'3", and he shouldn't be moving the way he's moving, but he's been doing that for years. So until he literally falls off, like if he get injured again this year, okay, maybe then I'll be like, okay, it might be, on his decline. But last year, it wasn't like it was a wear and tear. He just had a fracture in his foot. He got rolled up on the wrong way. Like, he's still the best running back in the league.
And if you think about it, he's really not taking any hits.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people be like, you think because he's so big, he's a power back. Like, he don't run like Marshawn Lynch, where he's like trying to put his shoulder and like run through you. Like, he will juke you out and take off. And then when you think you catching on,
stiff arm, and that's why people be so mad at him because he never really runs up the middle. He never really runs in between the tackles. But he's saving his body. He's saving his body. He's stiff arming people. Like, so man. I mean, if he really wanted to, I'm pretty sure he could run people over. But I mean, he's saving his body.
Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix
it. Exactly. So I mean, and also you can compare that the Titans O-line to the Colts O-line. I mean, that's
a nice old line.
That's two different,
Man.
So shit.
That wraps up the running backs.
Yep.
I think we're just gonna keep this episode to offense because we have a good discussion, man. We're gonna get to the defense side of the ball in the next episode. But we got 2 more categories on offense. What you want to do? Wide receivers or tight ends?
We go wide receivers and tight ends.
Okay, wide receivers. Bet. Let's see, man.
My 10.
10?
My 10, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Okay, you go first.
Ooh. All right, man. My number 10 is kind of low for him because he's literally so consistent every year. But he has an older quarterback, so I think he's going to progress a little. But yeah, I know he literally puts up 1,000 yards.
Not Galveston's finest.
G County finest, ball high finest. He puts up 1,000 yards literally every year. He's the most literally Hall of Famer, hands down Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer. He has his ring. I mean, Fila Mike Evans. He's at my number 10. Like I said, he puts up 1,000 yards every single year. He'll probably have 1,000 yards this year.
He gonna have to because I mean, like I said, Godwin out. Mm-hmm. They got a couple other receivers that gotta prove, themselves to Tom Brady. Like he gonna be the go-to. So I mean, as long as he stay healthy, it's definitely another 1,000-yard year. Like Gronk gone for now. No telling if he come back, but yeah, he Mr. Consistent. You can't knock him.
it's just Brady don't really use, even though he puts up 1,000 yards, Brady doesn't really like use him a lot. Like he should be using him like, I'm not calling him Randy Moss, but he should be using him like a Randy Moss.
Compared to like other receivers, like I think last year he finished with 74 receptions, if I'm not mistaken. 74 for 1,035 yards. But it's like all the other receivers that put up those similar numbers, their catches were all like 90 plus.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, I give it that 10. For my number 10, I think this dude has he the most underrated wide receiver to me. And I think you can make the case he got the best feet out of all of the wide receivers in the NFL. This boy Keenan Allen. He missed it consistent too. He was battling injuries to start off his career. And I feel like I've been watching him forever, but it's because we play them twice a year, so I always see him. But he's still under 30, or I think he just turned 30. That boy, he probably runs some of the crispiest routes I've ever seen. Like he will literally juke a defender out his shoes. And he put up 1,000 yards these past 4 seasons. So, like, I know people say Mike Williams is like the big play wide receiver, I guess, on Los Angeles, but Herbert go-to guy, Keenan Allen. You can always count on Keenan, and he don't drop the ball either. He don't for sure hands, and he gonna get open. Like he got feet that they say he get open in the telephone booth. Like he got them type of feet. So that's my number 10.
All right, so I guess we go on to number 9 now.
Number 9. I don't know. I still don't know what the full case is. I gotta check. You might know if he reported to training camp or not, because they won't pay my boy. They was trying to use him as a running back. But I got him at number 9. I got my boy Debo.
Ew.
Yeah, and I mean, if Trey Lance the quarterback they say he is, I think that should only up Debo game because it's better than Jimmy G. Trey Lance got a better arm, they say. But who knows who's gonna be the starting quarterback? But Debo can do it all. But as wide receiver, I take him as number 9.
Number 9. Oh, this hurts for me to do. But at my number 9. We finally got a Cowboy on there. We finally got a Boomer Sooner on there.
I ain't even put my boy on my list. I wanted to, but I gotta see him be the number 1 first. But go ahead, man.
At number 9, I got that boy CD. I mean, I mean, he's shown us flashes that he can be a number 1 receiver. Yeah. So now he just has to show us. I feel like this is finally gonna be the year that he can show us that he's the flat out number 1 receiver. I mean, they're gonna be defense is gonna be really keying on him.
That's what I'm scared for, because it's like Dak is his quarterback. And, we'll chill on the Dak slander. I'm sorry, Cowboy. But I mean, come on, man. Like that's my only fear with CD. Like Gallup not even gonna be playing for real. Schultz contract dispute, and he good, but he not like nothing to just you lose sleep over as a defensive coordinator. So can CD be the number 1? He been a number 1 in college. He was the number 1. But in the NFL, like you said, everybody finna be like they're scheming to stop him in the passing game now.
Exactly.
No Amari Cooper, no Michael Gallup. Can he produce? He got the talent to, but now it's a matter of will he? So
I mean, I can see it. I mean, Dak gonna literally have to force it to him, so he gonna have to put up some numbers. So, I mean, CD at 9. How about them Cowboys? Y'all finally got one out of me. Y'all finally got one out of me. I mean, I got some on the defensive side. Well, probably one on the defensive side.
They got one on the.
Oh no, right.
They got one for me. Y'all see next episode. But number 8 for me, I got your number 10. That boy from G County, Mike Evans, Mr. Consistent. He don't do it in the most flashiest way, but you can depend on him if you need somebody to throw the ball to in any given moment. He gonna give you 1,000 yards a season.
Yeah,
he usually get close to or above double-digit touchdowns. He's a big red zone target, man. 6'5". And the crazy thing is, like, I don't even know how much people really even know Dude didn't even play football till senior year of high school.
Yeah, not too many people know that. Yeah.
You remember, because we both used to watch. We didn't know each other at the time, but we both used to go watch them Galveston Ball, Lamar basketball games with Mike Evans and Petaway on the court.
Petaway and Julian Lewis on the
other side. Yeah, and Mike Evans was a hooper,
boy,
and then all of a sudden he get to A&M and he balling out with Johnny Manziel.
They used to, man. This off subject, but boy, them LM versus Ball High days, boy.
Them was some games, boy.
They played 3 times. They played because they was in the same district.
I remember. I went to all 3 of them. That one at UH, that one. Yeah. Galveston Ball beat them both times, and then Lamarck finally got on when it counted the most in the playoff. Man. I'll never forget it, man. But yeah, man. Well, sorry to get off topic, man. We had to go down memory road real quick, but
for sure,
man. Mike Evans was a hooper, y'all, and to see him doing it at this level in the NFL, a Super Bowl winning receiver. I gotta give him props, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Consistent, I got him at my number 8.
My number 8, he's on a new team. Got my boy AJ Brown. I think he should have a good year. 8 should be good for him. He gonna put up the same number. For me, I feel like he should put up the same numbers with Jalen Hurts. Maybe he might even put up even more. So we'll see. I got AJ Brown at number 8.
See. I'm not knocking AJ Brown talent. I just don't know. Like, maybe Jalen Hurts has progressed enough, but as of last year, I would say Ryan Tannehill is a better thrower of the football. So I think, and he was AJ Brown was his number 1. They got Devontae Smith already, and Jalen Hurts been playing with him. So I think it might take a little time for him to get his chemistry with AJ Brown, but we'll see. I'm not knocking that one. I left him off my list because I just want to see how Jalen Hurts does. But I'm hoping and I got faith that they do their thing this year. But for my number 7, it's your boy. And he not playing the first 6 games because he wanted to take some illegal stuff. But at one point in time, you could have made the argument that he was the number 1 receiver in the league. DeAndre Hopkins. He don't drop the ball, man. And now that you got Marquise Brown, a speed threat, you got AJ Green and Kyler Murray. I mean, he got paid now, so he got to play. Once they get Hopkins back, I think having them other receivers out there is really going to open it up for him. And if DeAndre Hopkins is drawing one-on-ones, he's 9 times out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, he's beating the one-on-one coverage. So that's why I got to put my boy at 7.
What's crazy is I don't even have Nuke in my top 10.
What? Man, it used to be a point in time where you could tell this man Nuke is not the best receiver in the league. If you said Nuke was anything but number 1, those were fighting words to Cam.
Oh, God. For sure. Oh, God. You had to see me. Bro, but I feel like, he kind of, even though he was kind of banged up last year, he wasn't Nuke like last year.
He wasn't, but I think that's partially too because Arizona just falls off and Kyler Murray got hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
So they were trying to protect, they were just trying to win games with Colt McCoy, and it wasn't like they were trying to just throw the ball all over the place. But I think when he come back from a suspension, I think we're going to see some of that old Nuke. But that's why I got him at 7 because I think he has regressed from, being top of the top. But I still had to keep him in there because
I don't know.
He just one of them guys, man. He on
them PEDs, goddamn. Shit.
Hey, man. Julian Edelman took him on a Super Bowl MVP, man. He don't get knocked for it. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. But nah, at my number 7, I got Stephon Diggs. Got Diggs at 7.
I got him at 6. So
okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he should. I mean, I know him personally. He probably didn't have the year that he wanted to last year. I mean, he still had a good enough year. I think in fantasy, he was like a top 5 fantasy receiver. But
he Allen's favorite target. So
yeah, I don't see no reason why he wouldn't put up the same numbers as he's been putting up. So I mean, 7 is, in my opinion, is good for him. So
yeah, like I said, I got him at 6. My only knock on Diggs was 2 years ago, the AFC Championship, when we beat him, he stood out there on that field and watched the Chiefs celebrate. Then coming into the divisional game this year, they were like, he don't need no reminder. Like, he know exactly how that moment feel, and he not about to feel it again. Mm-hmm. And he didn't show up. He got locked up by Charvarius Ward, who then proceeded the next week to get cooked by Jamar Chase. So it's like, if you're going to be one of the top receivers and you got my number 2 quarterback, like, come on, you got to produce. Like, that's the main reason he wanted to get out of Minnesota, because he didn't feel like he had a quarterback to help him in these big time games. And you got to show up for your team, and he didn't last year. So that's why I had to knock him a little bit for that, but I put him at 6.
Okay. Well, my 6, it's your old friend. I got Cheetah. Woo. I got Cheetah at 6, man. Hey, from what we've been hearing now, he's been saying
the most accurate quarterback.
He's the most accurate quarterback. They got chemistry now, I guess. So I mean, hey, him and Tua. They also got Jalen Waddle on the other side. So you can't just focus on Tyreek. They also got that tight end Mike
Kasich.
Whatever his name is. Got him too. So you can't just key in on Tyreek. So the short game should be there for him. So I think he'll have that going. So I got Tyreek at 6. So let's see what he can do.
Man, I mean, I'm always gonna have a small dislike because how he left. Man, I couldn't drop him all the way down to 6, man. And you're gonna see him on my list for 6. I don't know, man. At 5, this might raise some eyebrows, but I'm not saying he's not better than 5. But it's just one of them things where now you gotta go do it again. I got Jamar Chase. Ooh. Now he definitely has a case to be top 2, but like I said, last year was his rookie year, and now defenses got tape on him. They probably not about to give him single coverage so he can go deep and Joe Burrow can throw the fade every time. So now let's see how he adapts and moves forward. But if he adapts and does his thing again, I'll easily move him up. But for now, I put him at top 5. He had a great year. Don't get me wrong. Best rookie wide receiver year. It took over his boy Justin Jefferson's record 1 year after he said it. So he definitely a dog. But let's see it again. Defense is about to change. Let's see how you change.
Okay, so my top 5 is a little bit wild. So I'm also raising some eyebrows. My top 5.
Okay.
But my 5th guy, Debo. I mean, that's my guy, man. I mean, he had to be top 5 after what he just did last year. I feel like he probably gonna do the same thing this year. I mean, he created his own position. It's wild. Even though he says he doesn't want to play that role no more, I think he'll still get like those little jet sweeps that he always.
Yeah, they're gonna keep the jet sweeps. I just don't think he want to be literally in the backfield. He trying to prolong his career and get paid too. And if they gonna run him like they was, he gonna get injured and he's not gonna get paid.
Well, and what crazy is they can just literally use Brandon Ayuk. He literally like pretty much damn near the same as Debo. Like he can do the same shit as Debo, but other than Jamar Chase, I feel like Debo is probably Tyreek, then Chase, and then Debo. But Debo is probably one of the best receivers at like running after the catch, pretty much. Like, I mean, once he gets that ball in his hands, I mean, this guy,
he's fast. He's fast and he's strong too. Like,
he's strong too.
He can run through some defenders. Like when we played him in that Super Bowl, they put him on some jet sweeps that first drive, and I think he got a little curl catch. And he was breaking tackles, and like he took one for like 35, and luckily Matthew got him down. I'm like, dang, it's gonna be a long game with Shanahan and dialing it up for this dude. He's a beast for sure. Yeah, I just put him at lower on my list because I don't know what the situation is in San Fran.
Yeah,
and I mean, the longer they wait, the more they're gonna have to pay him, or they're gonna end up getting rid of him. So. But no, I can respect that choice, man. And at number 4, I got the other LSU product, man. Now I think he has potential to be the number one receiver in the NFL. I couldn't say it with Kirk Cousins as quarterback. That's the only thing stopping me. But he's got number one receiver talent. Justin Jefferson, he not Randy Moss, but he putting up Randy Moss numbers in Minnesota. Like he's setting them type records down there. Dude is cold. If he had a better quarterback, no telling what kind of numbers he would put up. I started to put him number 2, but it's literally just because Kirk Cousins, man. But he's top 2 talent, bro. He's cold. I gotta give him his props. Like as good as people say Jamar Chase is, I think that's just because he got connection. Like the connection with Joe Burrow and the fact they history together makes it that much easier and better for him. If you were to put Justin Jefferson with Joe Burrow, I think he would put up even better numbers than Jamar Chase. Like that dude is cold, man. Yeah, the gritty kid. Here you go. Right foot creek. Yeah, I mess with him. Man.
I hope you two don't copyright us for that.
All right.
Oh man, but nah, man. Okay, at 4, this is a little bit surprising. Gonna be a very big. You gonna be like, what the fuck is Kam on right now? Okay, but at 4, you just hear me out. These other 3 guys are just better athletes than him, better receivers than him. At 4, I got Cooper Kupp. It's wild. I know it's wild. I know. I mean, I don't know what else to say about Cooper Kupp. I mean, yes, he's amazing. He won't have the same year as last year, but he'll be pretty damn close. Like he'll be pretty damn close. But I got Cooper Kupp at 4, man. Hear me out on
problem with that.
Hear me out on that. Like I said, he's just as good as the other 3 guys that I have above him, but the other 3 guys, I just feel like these guys are like they're the best in the league. They're the best in the league right now. They have way more talent than Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp got a bag this offseason though, huh?
Oh yeah, he got paid too. That's what I'm saying. The best team money can buy for the Los Angeles Rams. I don't know how they're doing it, but cap space is a myth, or the cap is a myth. Because they don't have no space, but they paying everybody.
Everybody.
He got a bag, but deservedly so. Sure. Number 3, the guy that left us, man. I got my boy Cheetah. I would have put him higher, but them drops this past year were concerning. Mm-hmm. And now he going with Tua. It's a whole new ball game because I don't think, like obviously he's always a deep threat, but I don't think you're gonna get as many of those deep shots with Tua back there. But it's not like he need the deep pass to break it. He can take a slant, a bubble screen. He can take it wherever and go 80, just like that, and you can't catch him. There's nothing you can do about it. Deuces. Yeah. Like he really should have got a taunting penalty in that Buffalo game. That man threw up the deuces while the defender was in front of him. That shit is crazy.
That really should have been a flag.
Man, I love him, man, but he left my team, so. Can't love him no more, but what he did for us, man, he forever solidified in Chiefs history as probably the best receiver we've ever had. Like he did his thing with us for sure. Like I said earlier, he went from a special teams player to being argued for top receiver in the league. But man, I got him at number 3. I'm interested to see what he do with Tua and the fact they do got Waddle on the other side. So it's gonna be interesting to see how defenses try to play him, but I think he should still be solid. Now, how much of that will be Tua and not just Tyree's raw talent? That's yet to be seen, but that's what I got at number 3.
All right. So my 3, I know you said he got to show you again.
I'm all right. I knew it was coming. I know.
But my boy Chase, man, it's just like, we always talk about the eye test. It's the eye test. At some point in his career, he will be flat out the best receiver in the league. This guy he's amazing. It's like I was putting up 200 yards games like it's nothing. I mean, you can't stop Jamar Chase. You can't stop Jamar Chase. I don't know how you can stop this guy. He gonna have T. Higgins on the other side. Also, maybe T. Higgins should have been in my top.
See, that's what I was thinking about that too, but it's just like
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention T. Higgins. Because like we said, Bengals got probably the best wide receiver corps, and they all young.
Sure.
The problem is going to be when it comes time to pay him, because they're going to pay Jamar, obviously, but T. Higgins deserves
his bag.
Yeah,
sure.
If it's not the max, it's like right under that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they manage that, because they just got new offensive line pieces, and you got to protect Joe. So, in Cincinnati, a small market, and they got a cheap owner. So that's going, when push come to shove, because you see, they already trying to low-key save for Jamar bag, because they don't want to pay Jesse Bates, they safety. And he deserves some money.
Yeah, he deserve a bag.
So, like I said, that's the hardest thing is repeating in this league, because there's too many factors with money and politics and everything else, man. So, but I see why you say Jamar. Jamar's
it's the talent, man. It's the talent. It's the
talented.
talent.
It was crazy, because remember last year during the preseason, it was reports coming out of training camp. He was dropping footballs and stuff, and like he was used to college football or something, like the stripes. Like they were saying some crazy stuff, and then like it was like, bro, did y'all not see what this man did in college? Like, and you got him as college QB, he gonna be fine. Now, I didn't think he was gonna do everything he did, but he did it. Like, he cold. I can't knock him. He was tearing my Chiefs up both times. And then he got that play of the year where he caught that slant on the Ravens and spun out of like 4 defenders and took off. Like,
It's like
you don't think he's that fast, but he's that fast.
Yeah,
too.
he's literally that fast. Like he be moving, bro. He be moving. Jamar Chase is a dog.
A dog. Now you finna say I'm crazy. Is that 2? The former Packer.
Oh no! You did not.
Devontae Adams. I got Devontae Adams at 2. I told you finna call me crazy. I got Devontae Adams at 2.
Oh, I gotta hear this. What?
He the best wide receiver at getting open off the line, no doubt. Got some of the best hands. Arguably the best route runner. But I know Derek Carr is arguably a top 10 quarterback. But he just left the GOAT. Like, he gotta prove some stuff. Like, it's gonna be a little different. I'm not saying he won't do it, but I just had to put him at 2. And you're gonna see who my number 1 is, and you probably gonna have to run out the room at this point. But I got him at 2.
I'm kind of curious who your number 1 guy is now. I can't think of nobody. But okay, my number 2, JJ, Justin Jefferson.
I figured, yeah.
Honestly, it's the eye test. It's the eye test. I mean, this guy, he's amazing. At some point, Chase will leap over him, because I feel like Chase is just better than Justin Jefferson. But right now, Justin Jefferson, this guy's playing with Kirk Cousins. This is my mic. He's playing with Kirk Cousins. He's playing with Kirk Cousins. And he's putting up like
poor man.
Man, poor guy. Poor fella. And he's putting up numbers, crazy ass numbers, just like Devontae Adams, just like Cooper Kupp. He's putting up numbers with Kirk Cousins. And I just feel so bad for him and Dalvin Cook, because it's like there's nothing
what can they do? And that's why I couldn't put him top 2, because like, bro, you got Kirk Cousins at quarterback. You top 2 for sure, but Kirk Cousins just gonna take you down a couple notches just cause.
Yeah.
Man, I wish, because I know if they keep Kirk Cousins around, it's gonna piss him off, so he gonna want to leave. But I just know the Chiefs won't have the money to pay for him. But if I can see him with Patrick Mahomes, boy.
Oh my God.
Justin Jefferson, if you somehow, some way you ever hear this podcast, man, just come for 1 year on a nice little deal, man. Just try it, man.
That'd be like LeBron and Kyrie, bro.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I would die to see that one. That would be a nice combo.
That'd be nasty.
But
let's hear this.
Coming in at my number 1. I know who you got at number 1. But like you said, man, the eye test. He did it all. I got Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
He did it all. Like, he should have won NFL MVP. And then he won Super Bowl MVP. Like, every play that had to be made down the stretch in the Rams crunch time, during the postseason, during the season, it's always Cooper Kupp. And it's like, no, he's not the most athletic. No, he's not the fastest. He might not run the best routes, but at the end of the day, he's open and he's going to catch the football. And so I had to give him his respect. And the fact that was his first year with Stafford. They got Allen Robinson coming in. So, like, I'm expecting he'll be good for them. But, like, Stafford going to have to get comfortable with using him. He going to go to old reliable Cooper Kupp. And as long as he's healthy, he going to be open and he going to catch the football. So, like, as long as they're paired together, I don't see why. Like, obviously, he might not put up, like, he had 1,947 yards, 145 receptions, 16 touchdowns. Now, he might not be able to reproduce that, but his number's probably going to be damn near close. Because at the end of the day, Stafford's just going to throw him the ball and he going to be there. He Mr. Reliable. So I had to give him number one, man. Like, after having a season like that as a wide receiver, that's crazy.
Man. Okay. I don't want people to like make it seem like I don't like Cooper Kupp because I fucking love Cooper Kupp. Like I was literally telling my friend when Cooper Kupp was like in his like second year or like third year or even rookie year, 1 or 2, whatever. I was like, bro, like he's literally the next Adam. Like he's a baby Adam Thielen. Like this guy, watch out for him. And my friend, he was like, no, Robert Woods is so much better. Robert Woods is so much better.
I remember people used to have arguments about that, and it was like, because Cooper Kupp was dealing, I think he tore his ACL one year.
He was dealing with
so they fell off, and people kind of forgot him. It's like, it was that, I want to say it was the year we played him, because Robert Woods was going off, and Cooper Kupp had already torn his ACL, and it's like, Cooper Kupp is cold. Y'all just forget, because he's not on the field, but like, he don't look the part, but he played the part very well. So that's why I had to give him my number one, man. Like I know Devontae Adams is cold, but he's in a new situation. I know what I'm getting with Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp at the end of the day. That's why I had to go with him number one, man.
I don't know. I just see there's no reason why Devontae Adams wouldn't put up the same numbers he would with okay, well maybe it's like I can see he's saying like it's a different offense and he got other weapons.
But like it's some throws that Aaron Rodgers can make that Derek Carr cannot. Like it's some windows sometimes because Devontae Adams get a lot of attention too because at the end of the day Rodgers is looking for him, but Rodgers is such a talent. It's like you know Rodgers said himself like I don't care how close the defender is, I'll throw the ball right past him. Watch me do it, and he will do that. I know Derek Carr doesn't have Aaron Rodgers' level of accuracy.
Yeah.
So if they keying in on Devontae, like I don't know if he'll be able to get some of those same touches that he's getting with the Raiders, that he got with the Packers. But that's my only excuse. But they definitely can prove me wrong. Like you said, you banking on the Raiders this year. So
my Raiders, man. Raider Nation. Raider Nation, man. Stand up.
Look, podcast viewers, we got a special episode because this year when the Chiefs play the Raiders, I will be in Vegas. Ooh. We're gonna do I'm gonna do a podcast from the hotel room with my boy Kam the night before. Gonna have a nice, I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna have a nice little bet for y'all. Straight to the sports book. I'm gonna place it and we're gonna let it ride, man. But yeah, man. That's why I couldn't put Devontae number one. But obviously you can't go wrong with him at number one. He's the best receiver in the league. But as far as this year goes, I just think Cooper Kupp He's going to put up the numbers again. And at that point, it's like, what can you say about dude?
Yeah. I feel you, man. It's just it's Devontae Adams, man. It's Devontae.
I know.
But no, I get it. I get it for sure.
The last of the offensive group skill position, man. We got the tight ends. Now, this one, my list, not too crazy, but this number 10 guy, you might not think it's crazy, but everybody else gonna think it's crazy. My number 10, you know what season it is. It's Jody season. I got my boy Jody Forson at number 10.
Okay.
And that's just a projection. I'm projecting that. I'm not saying, now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying when I say this, I'm not saying he's about to be the next Gronk. But as far as red zone touches go, where it's just like, dang, it's nothing you could do because he's just the biggest player on the field. So they gonna throw the ball and he just gonna box out and catch the ball. He gonna have, I think, if you saw the reports I sent you from camp, he gonna be the best red zone threat in the NFL this year.
I'm picking him up in fantasy for sure.
Jody Fortson, Kansas City Chiefs, lock it in, man. If y'all need a touchdown grabber, first day of a mini camp, dude caught 3 touchdowns in the red zone drills. He's 6'6". It's just a jump ball. You just throw it up. He gonna go get that motherfucker. Nobody can guard that.
It's not like a linebacker or a safety gonna be like going like
not.
jump with him because they can't jump with him.
Can't.
So
and we were showing glimpses of it last year. I think it was the Chargers and the Eagles game. He had caught 2 touchdowns back to back, and then he ended up getting injured and he was out for the season. But he back healthy now, man, and I'm excited to see him play. Like I was telling you last year when we first started using, I was like, bro, I never heard of this dude because he went to some small school. I think it was Valdosta State, D2. But I was like, he's nice. Like, it's a bunch of raw potential there, and he's big as hell. Like, this is a big wide receiver I've been wishing the Chiefs would have. And we got him back healthy this year, man. Like, he's the future, man. Jody Fortson Jr., remember the name, man. That's my number 10 tight end.
Okay. Ooh, my number 10. I kind of got like 2 guys because I was kind of like, going back and forth between these 2 guys, but I don't really know who I want to put in there. Okay, one guy is Dallas Schultz from Cowboys. I got him at 10. But also is Robert Tonyan. So I don't know. It's just like them 2 is just.
See, I think I didn't put Tonyan in, but the fact that Devontae gone, he definitely that's gonna be Rodgers. One of Rodgers' favorite targets.
For sure, because before I want to say like 2 years ago, before he tore his ACL.
He was putting up numbers.
That was Rodgers' go-to guy. Other than Devontae Adams, that was Rodgers' go-to guy. So I see no reason he's healthy now. I see no reason why Aaron wouldn't go right back to him. So it'll be interesting to see. But with Dallas Schultz, man, I mean he's the guy over there. So he's the only tight end. And they're gonna have to throw it to him. I mean, they're gonna have to trust him. Like we said, CD gonna be getting keyed on. I know Dallas Schultz. He also knows he drops a lot of passes, but he also makes up for that and comes back with a touchdown. But he's no Jason Witten, but somehow, some way, he's literally always open. I don't know how. He literally is always open. So I mean, either Dallas Schultz or Robert Tonyan at 10.
Yeah. See, because I had to go with my boy Jody, I had to leave off dudes like Schultz and Tonyan. So, but at number 9, I got Dallas Goedert from Philadelphia.
Okay.
I think because him and Jalen got a nice little chemistry. He was kind of like Jalen's blanket piece because, I mean, besides Devontae Smith, he didn't really have no wide receivers for real last year. So now with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, defense is going to have to pay attention to them. And if Jalen Hurts progresses like I think he will this next season, I think Dallas Goedert going to be in for a nice little year again because, like I said, that's one of his security blankets, and he gets open. And he's a great blocker, too. And they like to run the football. So that's why I got him at number 9.
So my number 9 is kind of wild, but just he's gonna have I feel like he's gonna have a good year because he was doing good at his old team, but he went to this new team and he kind of like, I don't know, like kind of, they don't really like throw the tight ends that much. Well, they had that one guy, he threw it to a lot of tight ends. But my number 9 is Hunter Henry. He's a 9th round too. He's a good young tight end.
Oh no, he's nice. I remember when he played for the Chargers. He's gonna have to be Mac Jones' weapon because they won't get him anybody else.
I mean, they're gonna have to use him like he said. So I mean, before they don't really, they use tight ends. The Patriots use tight ends a lot.
They got him in they picked up him and Jonnu Smith the same offseason.
They sure did.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping Mac Jones trusts Hunter Henry because, like I said, he's a young, good tight end. I mean, I see no reason why Mac Jones wouldn't throw to him. So, yeah.
No, I feel it. Okay. Number 8. I think I had him on my fantasy team last year, and he would started putting up numbers towards the end of the year. I got Dawson Knox from Buffalo. That's one of, if Josh Allen not throwing it to Stephon Diggs, 7 times out of 10, it's probably going to Dawson Knox instead. And he's a nice little tight end. He catches a lot of touchdown passes. So that could be a nice little secret still for anybody playing fantasy out there. Dawson Knox, he gonna put up some points because he's a red zone target, big body, and he got great hands. So that's my number 7. Or I'm sorry, my number 8.
My number 8, same Dawson Knox.
Like okay. So we've had a lot of same picks. Yeah.
No, but like you said, man, I mean, if it's not going to Diggs, it's going to Dawson Knox. And in the red zone, you better look out because Josh Allen is throwing to Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox, man, he's another good young from Ole Miss. He another good young tight end. He can even climb his way up there to maybe, like, never know, the top 5 tight ends. But
he could, but I mean, it's gonna be tough to at least. I feel like we got the same top 5, but it's gonna be tough to nudge any of them out of the top 5. But the potential is there. I get what you're saying. The potential is definitely there for him.
I think one guy can nudge somebody out of the top 5, and I'll let you know because I got him at 6. But I think he because he's very young too, and he had like a really great rookie year, but he kind of been banging up. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Number 7, I got who was mentioned earlier. I got Mike Kasich. He's not the most flashy tight end, but for these past couple years, whether it was Ryan Fitzpatrick or Tua, he was the most consistent receiver on Miami's team until they got Waddle. And he gonna catch the ball wherever you put it. If you put it in his catch radius, he's coming down with it. Now, Miami franchise tagged him again for, I think, the 2nd year in a row. So that'll be interesting to see, like, if they haven't fallen out or, like, you know, how that go. But they got Waddle and Tyreek now, so a lot of attention obviously has to go there. And Kasich, like I said, he's no slouch, and he gonna catch the ball. So I would expect for him to get quite a few targets when defenses really start keying in on their top 2 receivers.
Okay. At 7, I got Dallas Goedert.
Oh,
got him at 7, a little bit higher than you. Like you said, him and Jalen had a great connection. I mean, they got Zach Ertz out of there because Goedert was playing so well. Yeah, he was balling. So you was like, I mean, you can't get mad at that. I mean, he's like a damn near like a baby Gronk out there. I mean, he's amazing. So I mean, like you said, him and Jalen Hurts got that connection. I don't see no reason why he wouldn't repeat what he was doing last year. So, yeah.
Okay. Number 6. I'm interested to see who your 6 is after what you were just saying. Number 6, he come from this school, just produced great tight ends, and they got one of them at the top, near the top of my list. But I'm gonna go with the other Iowa tight end, TJ Hawkinson.
That's what I got.
Oh, okay.
That's what I got.
We here, man. I need this sports podcast, man. I told you. This is my boy. We here.
Yep.
We here with TJ Hawkinson, man. Dude is nice. Now, obviously, he's in not the best situation, Detroit, but like we said on the last podcast, Jared Goff is a serviceable QB. Like, he not no QB that might necessarily win you some games, but he not gonna lose you games, really. And so TJ Hawkinson, that's a nice, solid receiving threat out of the tight end position, and he can block. Like, Iowa produces tight ends. Got him, Kittle. Like, he got potential to be, I don't know if I want to say as good as Kittle, but damn near as good as Kittle. Like, when it's all said and done, like, it's just the fact he's in a bad situation right now. But he put some numbers over there in Detroit. It just don't really get no attention because it's Detroit. So, yeah. But yeah, TJ Hawkinson, man, number 6.
Hey, I'll say he's very young. He had a great rookie year before getting injured. I think last year that's the 2nd year last year. But I mean, if anyone has the potential to get into that top 5, it's him. I'm telling you, watch out for TJ. Listen, guys, watch out for TJ Hawkinson. If you need like a tight end in fantasy, pick up TJ Hawkinson. He's always open. He's a great tight end. He's just as good as these other guys. He just, like you said, he's don't get enough attention because he plays in fucking Detroit. And just remember the name, TJ Hawkinson. I know.
You heard it here first.
Yes, I know a lot of people don't know about him, but shit, he gonna raise some eyebrows sooner or later. So
yeah, for sure. Number 5. This is why I said so. We was on the same page with TJ Hawkinson, and maybe trying to knock into that top 5. Because I think we're talking about Dawson Knox. For him to jump into the top 5, he got to jump over Hawkinson. And this guy who I got a 5, you might have the same. He's young and he got all the talent. And when it's said and done, he might be top 2, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's just last year he was in a terrible situation. Somehow, some way, he didn't get a touchdown catch. I definitely expect him to get at least 5 or 6 this year. Got my boy Kyle Pitts from Atlanta. Dude is a beast. He's a tight end, but you can line him up at receiver. It's like it don't matter. He's just an athlete. He can catch anything. He can run after the catch. Got great hands. He had some remarkable one-handed catches last year, and those were about the only highlights you've seen out of Atlanta. But man, dude is the future of tight ends. Like
for sure, yeah. He's keeping tight ends alive.
Everything you see now with the top tight ends and Kelsey and Kittle, like he has the ability to do it that much better because he's just that much more of an athlete. And that's not saying obviously Kelsey and Kittle are great athletes, but Pitts just got that extra like it's like dang, his potential. It's scary to think about what he can be if he's put in the right environment and situation. And he got a new quarterback in Mariota. I don't know if that's really the answer. And I'm guessing, they took Desmond Ridder. So maybe that's their QB of the future if everything pan out. But if they could get that man a quarterback that could get him the ball in the red zone, sky's the limit for Kyle Pitts. I'm excited to see year 2 for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the talent is there, most definitely. And like you said, he can definitely be, I got him at 5 also. But like I said, like you said, he can definitely be at top 2 at some point. He will be at top 2 at some point in his career. He's the future of tight ends. I mean, this guy's amazing. It's a reason why Atlanta picked him so high. Yeah. all they missing now is just that quarterback to give him that ball. So Kyle Pitts at 5. I mean, I feel like that's good for him, really.
Number 4, I feel like we might have the same top 5 now. If it differs, it's probably the 3 or 4. So we're gonna see. But number 4, I put Darren Waller.
Ooh, yeah, it is different.
Okay, so you flipped. So I already know what you flipped with. But yeah, I got Darren Waller, and it's only because he was banged up last year versus my number 3 pick had a career year. So, but they could easily swap out this year. Yeah. But Darren Waller, he back healthy. Got Devontae Adams now to open up some more space for him. So I think Derek Carr should be able to find him a bit more. So really, I mean, if there's any year to prove it, like if Derek Carr's, the top 10 quarterback that you and many others say he is, that I see from Raider Nation on Twitter, he got the talent to prove it this year. So go prove it. Prove me wrong. Go win the AFC West. Go make some noise in the playoffs. Because you got a top 5, top 3 receiving core, arguably. So, but yeah, Darren Waller, dude's also a beast. Future of the tight ends. He's real young. Now, last year, like I said, he was banged up, but hopefully moving forward, he can stay relatively healthy because the best ability is availability. So we're going to see, but I put him at 4. I know you can say it, but I know who you're for.
Well, I'm on for, Mark Andrews, man. Yeah. He should have another good year. He should have another great year because
he gonna have to.
He gonna literally have to have another great year. Those guys over there, the Ravens, they love using their tight ends. He's Lamar's favorite option. So I mean, either him or Waller. I mean, like you said, you can either swap either 2 at 3 or 4. They both do the same shit pretty much. But Mark Andrews at 4 for me. I mean, he's one of the best red zone tight ends in the league right now. He's always open. Just throw it to him. He's gonna catch that motherfucker. So I got Andrews at 4.
That's fair. So at 3, I got Mark Andrews. And like I said, coming off a career year. Now, some Ravens fans, I don't know how many Ravens fans will be listening to this. They quick to throw him above, like throw him as the best tight end of the league. Okay, like
Relax.
yeah, this was his first great year. And I mess with Andrews because he an OU boy too. So I like him. I always have. And he cold. But like, this was his first great year. Now he got to do it again. And he probably will have to because they don't have any other receiving options really besides Bateman. But like, he's still not top 2. I'll give him 3. I don't think it sucks because he's good, but the top 2 tight ends for me, I don't think he's ever going to surpass them because they just have more talent at the end of the day. And that's not a knock on Andrews. It's just like you happen to be playing with probably 2 of one for sure top 5 tight end in NFL history, and maybe a second. Like you just kind of in that era with them. So it sucks to suck that you the odd man out. But he good for sure. So
Well, you know my 3. You know my 3 is Darren Waller, man. Hey man, listen, he's gonna have a career year this year. I'm telling you, watch out for Darren Waller. He's gonna have a career year this year. He's a cold ass tight end. If he could just stay healthy, that's the only problem. If he could just stay healthy, he's just as good as me. In my opinion, he's just as good as the other 2 tight ends that's above him. I mean, those 3 guys, that's a 3-headed snake. Them 3 guys, we know those 3 guys. 3-headed snake. I mean, I see no reason why he wouldn't do good this year. So, I mean, I got a lot of trust in Derek Carr, as you can see. So
I see. Derek Carr gonna make or break you this year.
He really is. I'm even betting a lot of money on the Raiders. So Raiders, please don't disappoint me, man. Please don't.
No, I mean, I hope you wouldn't do what I think you would do because we used to argue about this back in the day. Who's your number 2?
My number 2 with what Snake was saying with the on the line, who I want to have shoot
the final shot.
Iguodala. My number 2, who I got number 2, Travis Kelce. Oh man, yes sir.
Ain't no way, bro. I knew he was gonna pull this mess, y'all. Oh my god. I mean, I listened to the argument. There's definitely an argument to be made. That's no knock Kittle, but man, Kittle my number 2, man. Go ahead, man. Make your argument.
All right, don't get me wrong. I feel like Travis Kelce is the greatest. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Travis Kelce is the greatest tight end ever. He's my go for tight end. I mean, I came to ask you. I was like, bro, like one of my friends, he was talking about Tony Gonzalez or Gronk was better than Kelce, and he was like, I don't see it. Like you was a Chiefs fan, and you was even saying Kelce a little bit better than.
I thought we would never have anybody top Tony G. I used to have his jersey when I was a kid. That was my guy. And then Kelce came along. I was like, man, like Tony will even tell you himself, like Kelce just he obviously he's in a better situation because when we had Tony Gonzalez, we didn't have anybody around him, and we could never win games like we do now. And he didn't have a quarterback like Mahomes, so there's that. But like, man.
But he's the greatest tight end ever. He's the greatest tight end ever. Talent-wise, he's the greatest tight end ever. You can plug and put this guy anywhere on the field, and he's gonna put up numbers. But this year, he might have a little downfall because he's gonna be getting eyed a lot. So, Pat, he gonna have to sling it to your boy Jordy. He gonna have to sling it to him. He gonna have to sling it to Juju. You know, sling it to Miko. He gonna have to sling it to these other guys, man. Cause Travis, I mean, he gonna put up his numbers, obviously, but they're gonna be looking at him a lot this year. I feel like so.
Okay. I think you might gotta move your mic a little bit more down, but yeah, I feel you, man. Well, man, I got Kittle, man, and he the number one blocking tight end. That's no question asked. Dude is like, he blocks like an offensive lineman, and he's fast, man. Like Kittle got some wheels on him, but like the theme of this episode, the best ability is availability. And for whatever reason, knock on wood, because I don't want anything to happen to my boy Travis Kelce. But for like the last 6 years, he just been available. Dude doesn't get injured, and he puts up 1,000 yards every year. It don't matter who the quarterback. He did it with Alex Smith. He do it with Patrick Mahomes. He can do it with anybody. He just gets open, and he damn near, you can make argument he's the best top 5, top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. Because what was it, 2020 or 21? He was like number 2 in catches or something like that. And that was literally, Stephon only passed him in the last game because we benched everybody because we were 14-1. So for that, I got to give my boy Kelce number 1. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but like, man, like, dude just produces. I don't know what it is about him, but he just got like a wiggle to him where it's like, he big, but he be putting moves on defenders and they be lost.
Yeah.
Like, and he deceptively like just can elude defenders like that. The overtime winning catch he had versus the Chargers this past year, where it's like he caught a little slant or curl route, and there was like 4 Charger defenders, and he just started running, and then he curved, and he just outrunning everybody, and I'm like, we're about to win the game. We just won the game. I'm like, man, and then I think he did it the same type of play when we played Baltimore. He caught a little screen pass, just running, and next thing you know, he breaking down the sideline. It's like, dang, nobody can catch him. Like, nobody can tackle him. Like, Travis Kelce is that dude. And I know people are going to be like, well, he can't block. Like, he can block. We just don't run the ball. Like, that's not our system. So he's not put in the position to block as much as Kittle or other tight ends. But when he's got to block, he blocks. Like, I want to say it was not last year, but 2 years ago, he was I think he was rated the best run block tight end by PFF. Now, you could give or take with, PFF's stats, because sometimes it'd be like, what are y'all even talking about? Like, what research are y'all doing? But that was the argument for Kittle being number 1 is, PFF said he's the number 1 rated blocking tight end. Like, Kelce is still up there, and then he's that much better of a receiving tight end. Like, he does it all. So, I figured that this was coming, so I'm not mad at it. I knew you was gonna put him 2 and Kittle 1. We've been having this argument for years. Like, we go back and forth with this all the time. But it's really a 1A, 1B situation.
It really is now.
For me,
it is.
Yes, and that's why, like I said, for Mark Andrews or Waller, nobody's cracking top 2 to me anytime soon with them 2 being the tight end. Literally the leaders of tight end university. They be trying to put everybody else on game because they at that level. Like,
that level, yeah.
They're them dudes. It is what it is, man. 2 best tight ends in the league, 1A, 1B, whoever you want to put them. He got Kittle. I got Kelce, man. But that's a wrap on the top 10 skill position players for the offensive side of the ball. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you listen to this, I know this was a little bit longer episode, but man, it was some good takes on here, man. I can't wait to clip this thing up, man. It's just getting better and better. This is episode 3, man. We're going to keep bringing tons of new content throughout the year. Football season is right around the corner. We about to be in August next week. It's June 25th right now. And
July.
I mean, my bad. Yeah, July 25th right now. But when y'all hear this, it'll obviously be past it. But, me and my boy Kam was talking. First episode, first podcast should be dropping August 1st. We've been pre-recording these so we can throw out some content a little bit quicker before the season starts. But, man, it's going to be an exciting year.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to get this shit started, man, because whoo, man, we're gonna have so much to talk about. We already got a lot to talk about off
You
these
see
3
how we
episodes.
coming already? You know what I'm
Like,
saying, man?
so
Yeah,
this shit gonna be amazing. I can't wait, man. I've been telling everybody, bro, I can't wait for football season to start up because shit, it's been boring these last couple of the shit. This month should have been kind of
most
boring.
boring time of the sports
Only
year.
thing on is baseball shit.
And I'm not gonna lie, I be fucking with baseball a little bit more and more. Like it's cool, but like I need some football back in my life, man. Need some football back in my life. But next episode we gonna come with the top 10 and on the defensive side of the ball. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Like I said, if you tuned in and you listened all the way through, shout out to you. We appreciate you. It's your boys from the neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
The boys from the neighborhood, and we're knocking at your door. Can you give us something more? I need it. We out, sir. Man. We out.
I need it.